Hello everyone, this is Running on Empty Food Review. So good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's 4:05 p.m. and it seems like the late afternoon is now when I film on average. But you know, it is what it is. Reviews, as the saying goes, that the ages-old saying that we all know, reviews can come at any hour, right? Everyone knows that. It's true though, you could film a review at 3 a.m. or 3 p.m. or 7:01 a.m. Doesn't matter. It's a review, and it's immortalized online, so anyone could watch it. Anyways, I'm back on the road in a different part of the country now, and I realized, I haven't done any Sonic reviews. I haven't. They're just, no matter where I seem to be, there weren't any. There weren't any reviews for it, and there weren't any establishments to review, and I just couldn't. I was like, there's one 75 miles that way, and I said, forget it, it's not going to happen. But I was finally able to get to one, so I got myself a meal right here. This is their SuperSONIC Bacon Cheeseburger. That's what it's called on the receipt, the SuperSONIC Bacon Cheeseburger. And if you're curious, looking out the window behind me there, that kind of run-down looking building is the Sonic. Just, I don't know, I guess it's just not doing as well as they once were. I don't know. Anyways, here's their burger. That's their SuperSONIC Bacon Cheeseburger. It's got two patties, cheese, bacon, lettuce, tomato, and mayo. So, it's your standard, double cheeseburger there. And you can see kind of like the lettuce dangling like a set of tentacles or something out of this thing. Very intriguing. Anyways, so that's what it is. As I said, it's a pretty simple burger, big but fairly simple, nothing crazy on it. So just gonna take a few bites and let you know what it tastes like. So this is the SuperSONIC Bacon Cheeseburger from Sonic. Going in. Someone mentions this in every video, so I'll say it now. The reason the consumption sequences are so long is due to the fact that I want to get the full flavor of what I'm eating and what I'm reviewing. People say, well, just take one bite and it'll be over, and, it'll be quicker. But if I eat one bite, I could take one bite and it'll be the bun. You want me to just talk about the bun, So that's why I take so long to eat. One more bite. So, was this SuperSONIC? No, it was not. Because I wasn't going fast enough for it to be SuperSONIC. So I find the name there to be actually inaccurate in that regard. And now on to what it actually tastes like, because I could, if I really wanted to be a jerk, I could say that's the review, and I would have wasted your time, but I'm not going to do that, because I actually review this stuff. The Bacon Cheeseburger, well, here's what it tastes like. Maybe it's this Sonic. People sometimes say, well, maybe it's just the individual preparation of it, but I'm just the customer, I'm the consumer, and I'm just getting what I get, That's why I don't try to re-review too many things, because I just get what I get. When I tried this burger, it really tastes to me like they had the patties just sitting there, like they had this pre-assembled in a bag, and they just shoved it in the microwave and just turned it on for about 15 seconds and then gave it to me. It's just that real low-quality frozen beef type of taste that you're getting from this. You know, the same way the cheese, it's just, the cheese is not really warm, it doesn't look fresh, it's just kind of just plastered onto the beef itself. It's as though this was pre-assembled 6 months ago, shipped it over here, and then they just reheated it for 20 seconds, and that's what it kind of tastes like to me. Alright, so the beef really doesn't taste fresh. It tastes, to me, overly salty. I like some salt on the meat, but when it's too salty like that, it just seems like, well, are they trying to cover up something, or what exactly? So the beef is very salty, it just doesn't really taste fresh, and no real other flavor to it, aside from the salt. Now, the good news about this is that the other ingredients on it, you know, the lettuce, the tomato, the bacon, and the mayo adds moisture to it, but doesn't really add flavor. Now, the lettuce and tomato do taste a bit fresher. It tastes a bit fresher, you get a little bit of a crispiness and a little crunch and, you know, fresh flavor from them. But still, when the meat is the main flavor of this, and it doesn't even have that much flavor to it, you know, it's just that it's rather disappointing in that regard. The bacon itself is somewhat noticeable. You'd usually notice a little bit of like a fatty saltiness from the bacon, but because the meat itself is so salty already, you just notice a little bit of a crunch where the bacon is, but it doesn't really contribute much more to it. Now, the cheese itself is okay. I believe it's just American cheese that they use, and again, the cheese itself is just very, you know, it's just not fresh. It's, you know, like one of those craft cheese products that you find in individually wrapped slices. You know, it's like one of those, and even that is a bit salty too. It's a very salty sandwich, you're going to notice, and I do recommend having a drink with you when you try this. Okay. Now, as for you know, the bun, it holds it together at least. But you know, it's a big sandwich, and I think it could use some work. You know, the toppings, fresh as they are, really don't save this sandwich, just because the meat itself really does need some work. If they just used fresher beef, or maybe if they do and they don't just dump the whole salt shaker on it, that would probably make this a lot better in that regard. Alright. I mean, it's a big sandwich. It's $6.59, and I think you can get better for what this is. Just my opinion. I think people have said, you know, if Sonic, get the drinks, forget the food. Maybe they're right, maybe they're wrong, but maybe that's a little teaser for what the next review will be of. But nonetheless, out of 10, what am I going to be rating this sandwich, the SuperSONIC Bacon Cheeseburger? I'm just going to have to... I mean, it was disappointing. I've had much better burgers, much better, much more flavorful burgers, and much better sandwiches that are far lower than this in price. So out of 10, I'm just going to have to give this a 5.3 out of 10. Just due to the fact that it could use a lot of work, but, you know, maybe Sonic will redeem themselves with the drinks, who's to say? One may only hope at this point. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have for you. Today's review is for Sonic, and I reviewed the SuperSONIC Bacon Cheeseburger. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching, and take care.